Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast. It's Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Happy NBA Day to all that celebrate. I'm Jay Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
What do you got, Blue Jays?
Now, next to him, it's my big Blazer boy, Trey Kirby. Hey, yo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is. Here we are. Yeah, you got a little George Springer step to you today?
Guy's a baller, man.
That was amazing.
He just steps onto the field, 3-run dinger. Hello.
Hello to you.
Hello. This is exciting times.
Jay's in the World Series. It is weird when you say it out loud.
It is. Listen.
And I think it's extra weird because we have NBC coming back to broadcast NBA games like it's the 90s. Now we got the Jays in the World Series like it's the 90s. Oof. What else?
Bulls are back?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah. Listen, the Toronto Blue Jays in 2025 are the Toronto Raptors of 2019.
Go on.
The Blue Jays came back from down 2-0 in the ALCS, just like the Raptors did in the Eastern Conference Final against the Bucks. They go on to the finals against the Golden State Warriors team that no one had any expectations for the Raptors. Just like the Blue Jays going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Powerhouse
no one
Dodgers.
expects that.
They're going to shock the world is what you're saying.
Absolutely. Okay. And it's going to come down to Shohei Ohtani at the plate.
Oh my God. You are dressed like an ump today. Wow, you look like an ump. Holy crap. You literally look like an ump.
Shohei Ohtani up at the plate. 2 down, game 6. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3!
He's got the counter. Oh, podcast list.
Wow. Oh. And you should have chosen Toronto over LA.
Oh, wow. He's lived to regret it. Wow.
Go, Jays, go!
Yeah, hum now, Jays. We're pretty fired up. World Series start, thankfully, not till Friday.
Yeah.
That's good. You know, we got we got basketball tonight and tomorrow and Thursday and all that. So that's good.
What's the wait for? They play like every single day during the series. We take a week off, huh?
I don't know, man.
It's a good question. Okay. It's literally 3 days off. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm happy for it as a basketball fan, so it's good. Anyway, that was fantastic. Podcast listeners, come on over to YouTube, see Umpire Tass. He had the what do you call it? Your little pitch count, I guess, thing.
Yeah, the counter.
Is that what it's called? Just counter? Okay.
Yeah.
You used to ump games.
Yeah, this was done in part because I haven't been able to use this mask for 30 years. Danielle sees it every once in a while. She's like, why do you still have that? And I say, there will be one day where I need it. And it came through today.
It's the shirt is making this. It's really and you're like pretty jacked right now, so like you look like you got sort of padding on. It's just you. Yeah,
it's a good shirt.
And I think it's impressive you're doing a squat for this whole episode, not sitting in a chair.
This is also something I haven't used in 30 years. I say, hey, daughter, would you like to keep score of the game here that we're watching? She's like, no.
I've never realized how difficult it is for an umpire to talk in one of these masks.
Yeah, I think it's the wrong hat. That's better.
Oh, there we go. Okay, talk now. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Now you can talk.
Now it looks super smooth.
Okay.
That's so fun.
Wow, we're fired up here.
Here we go,
okay,
Blue
what
Jays.
a day.
Look, let's talk basketball here. New season, new merch. I want to remind everyone, our latest No Dunks shirt, crew neck, it's up. It went up yesterday. People are already gobbling this one up at nodunks.com. Our friends at Breaking Tea have a promotion going on. 25% off this item, either the shirt or the crew neck, if you use the code NODUNKS25. So again, go to nodunks.com or hit the link in the show notes to get that. Oh, God, that pops. Oh, my God. You're right, Tass. I mean, it's Trey. I guess it was Trey yesterday saying the small logo on the front, big ball on the back.
We have big balls. Yeah, looks cool.
And I had somebody reach out to us, TK, slid into the DMs. JD, you know them well. Shoe Fury.
Oh, yes.
Did your custom kicks
Yeah.
over on the other shelf. I said, hey, I can paint a basketball. I'll paint that basketball for you.
You can paint a shoe, you can paint a ball. Everybody always says that. Excellent. That'll be very cool to have in here.
Yeah, he did say explicitly, you can't dribble it. You can't use it.
Well,
I was like, okay, we'll obviously have it on the table or somewhere.
Decorations.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you.
Because it wears off the paint?
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, well.
It is a ball.
It is a ball. Okay. All right, so we have some fun today. We're going to draft some bold predictions that you guys made on our Substack page. But before we get to that, some NBA news. Got some extensions to talk about. Nuggets guard Christian Braun has agreed to a 5-year, $125 million rookie contract extension with the franchise. I am pretty sure this deal has no team or player options, but Nuggets take care of some business here right before the deadline tests.
This is a great fifth guy to have in your starting lineup, and he proved it last year. Bigger role, became more efficient. Now you add Cam Johnson beside Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon, and I think the attention will be all on those guys. I think he's shown that he's pretty good at attacking closeouts. He can drive. Obviously, he loves fast breaks. Like, he's just the perfect guy to have there as your fifth guy. He showed it. I mean, he led the league in fast break points per possession. What is that stat? I don't really know, but going into it, I mean, he scores 6 points a game in transition. So Jokic will get those boards and feed this guy,
that's what
and then
means.
they're ready to go.
Yes.
Yeah, and yes, and he's just ready defensively. But because Cam Johnson is there and had 11 drives per game last year, Jamal Murray looks better. Aaron Gordon looks good. Working with Jokic, Christian Braun showed that he can be a very, very good complementary player. You know, down the peg, obviously. Like, he is not going to be a, hey, I'm going to break you down type of offensive player. But when those other guys create space, he will be able to take the space that he gets. And I think there'll be plenty of it. The guy's super durable. He's missed only 9 games in his 3-year career. That's part of what you're paying for. He's shown that he's really, really great.
Yeah, Nikola Jokic is the new Steve Nash. He just gets guys paid. Look at all of the players who have played alongside Jokic who have gotten gigantic contracts. Jamal Murray, like, he might have done it on his own, but it definitely helps being part of the 1-2 game. Michael Porter Jr. got paid. Bruce Brown got paid. KCP got paid. Now Christian Braun is getting paid as well. And this is a great deal for the Nuggets. It's like 13 to 14, 15% of the cap through age 29. And this is a guy, like Tass said, who has improved basically every single year and also was great in the NBA Finals as a rookie.
Yeah.
Like, he's a perfect support piece for this Nuggets team. He's one of their better defenders. You know, Aaron Gordon takes the bigger perimeter sort of players. Christian Braun takes the smaller guys, and I think he does a pretty good job. He could be a better defensive playmaker. Like, he doesn't get a ton of deflections. He doesn't get a ton of steals or blocks, but he holds his own on that end. Great in transition, knocks down 3-pointers. You got to do that playing alongside Jokic. He could probably stand to take some more 3-pointers. That would definitely help the Nuggets, but they knew when they let KCP go last year that Christian Braun was going to be ready to start. He started. He was great. Now they've done the good work of getting him paid and improving their bench, replacing Christian Braun off the bench, basically, because he took KCP's spot, but they never had anything to address the bench. Now they got a better bench. Question is, could they have gotten him for cheaper? Like, if they let him play out this season, he goes into restricted free agency, maybe. They could have maybe got him for like $20 million a year, which would help their books long term, because they are kind of locked into their team now. They're going to be an expensive team, but the good vibes are probably worth $5 million per season to have this deal done. Everybody on the same page, ready to go at the start of the year.
Yeah, and if they believe he can continue to make even more of an offensive leap, which he might be able to. What did he average? 15.5 points per game last year on unbelievable shooting splits. 58% from the floor, basically 40% from 3. He's good at the line, 83% from there. You brought up the fast break points. Yeah, he gets out there. He's obviously super athletic. You play with Jokic, run, man. He's going to find you. But you said it, TK. They are all in on this starting 5 here. These guys, Jokic, obviously the huge paycheck. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun, and Cam Johnson. What I like about that, though, is like they all get paid accordingly. Like, it's sort of the pecking order. It like goes down, 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 down. Jokic to Jamal to AG to Christian Braun, and then Cam Johnson slots in there. The one guy they didn't reach the rookie extension with was Peyton Watson. So that is one name that didn't sign right before the deadline. And, you know, they'll have decisions to make, but they also think they're a championship contender, as we all believe as well, especially when they showed up the bench a little bit.
Yeah. And Christian Braun obviously improved, the efficiency improved on as a bigger role. So this guy's a kid, so they feel like he will get better. I mean, he's 24, so he still has his prime years left. But it feels like Nikola Jokic ain't going anywhere. Maybe I'm just being optimistic after signing a guy now to a 5-year extension where he'll be there for 6 more seasons because it starts next year. Jamal Murray's going to be there for at least 4 years. Aaron Gordon at least 4 years. It just feels like you're satisfying Nikola Jokic with all his supporting guys. Cameron Johnson is probably the next guy that they have to sign as long as he fares well these next 2 years, and I imagine he will. But that starting 5 is freaking fantastic to go along with the bench, as Trey mentioned. So the Peyton Watson thing, I'm not so worried about. Mm-hmm. They're deep enough. But he's a solid young player at this point.
Any other thoughts on the Nuggets, or we can move to Dyson Daniels?
Anybody want Zeke Naji? He's like the only bad contract on the books. We'll see if anybody takes him. Peyton Watson, take him or leave him, I think is kind of the idea here. Like, if you can outplay your contract, we could sign you in the summer. And if not, good luck to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hawks all-defensive guard Dyson Daniels has agreed to a 4-year, $100 million rookie contract extension with the franchise. This happened yesterday, of course. Daniels won the NBA's Most Improved Player. He was runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year, and he finished with a whole bunch of steals, 229 steals last season, the most in a season by any player since Gary Payton back in 95-96. Start with you on this one, TK. Daniels, 4 years, $100 million.
He has the same agent as Josh Giddey, and he got the exact same contract. 4 years, $100 million. I don't know who you would take, Giddey or Dyson Daniels. They both have their strengths, both have their weaknesses, but just the same as Christian Braun, 13 to 14% of the cap. But Dyson Daniels is a lot younger than Christian Braun. Dyson Daniels signed through age 26, so the Hawks, if he sticks around for the entirety of this contract, will have to pay him again. Kind of a flip side player as Christian Braun. Daniels is a great defensive playmaker. He makes incredible plays down in clutch time. He's a steals guy. He's a deflections guy. He turns defense into offense, and that's kind of his best way of scoring. He did take a step forward, I thought, on the offensive end last year. Could stand to get a little bit stronger, finish better inside. The shot is still a work in progress, but he's a pretty good playmaker, I think. So is he like a point guard of the future for the Hawks? If things don't go well this season, Trae Young decides to look elsewhere. I don't know about that, but you could call him like a Timu Rondo on that side. He's not going to be a scorer, but he can create for others. I think he could outplay this deal. Could be worth more than $25 million a year. And as kind of the Hawks' 4th guy in the pecking order, pretty good.
Yeah, according to The Athletic, the Hawks had pushed for Dyson Daniels to take a 5-year deal in the range of around $23 million. But in the end, they took one less season. Daniels and his team took one less season on the contract with that slightly higher average annual value at the $25 million there for the 4 for 100. But, the Hawks were like, well, we'll go 5 for a little bit less, but they sort of compromised on this test.
It seems like a very good deal for Dyson Daniels because he's going to be incredible defensively. It's just fun watching this guy defensively, being able to get in the space of an offensive player. And then, that initiates his offense, which surprisingly he got way more efficient at. He did get better at playmaking. He is more of a secondary playmaker as opposed to a point guard. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can ever call him a point guard. That's not really his forte, but he got better at shooting the ball. He got better at his 3-point percentage, which we all wondered, is he going to be a good 3-point shooter? Now he's a little bit below average, but I think here, just going through his 3rd year in the NBA, where he got such an increased role, to see that efficiency jump, I think you're buying in. As you said, Trey, he's a young dude. I'm totally fine thinking that he's going to get better. And he said he worked a little bit more on his mid-range game this past offseason, which he never really shot incredibly well at. But I think he can get better offensively. So I got no worries about this guy. I think it's a better contract than Josh Giddey, knowing that on the defensive end, you literally can put him on anybody.
Yeah.
On anybody.
Definitely helps.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, both of these rookie extensions are like great in my opinion, because you said it, TK. It's like these are like, in theory, your 3rd, maybe even your 4th best player on hopefully a good team. You're laughing if that's at 13, 14% of the cap space moving forward for these guys. That they're both, I'm talking about Christian Braun here and Dyson Daniels. They're both energy guys. They both just slot into good teams, great teams. They sort of like could continue to improve. Just like no brainers here for both these. And this is wild for Dyson Daniels when you think about, like, before he was on the Hawks last year, there's no way we would have been projecting him to get this type of payday. There's like not a chance. because we hadn't seen it yet, right? And we maybe didn't think he even had it in him. The offensive growth, we didn't know he's that good a defender. So what a year in Atlanta, and then he gets paid here.
Yeah, the Pelicans needed to give him a bigger role to see what he had, and unfortunately they did not. They moved on, and here we are. It's a contract we talked recently about with Keegan Murray, who hasn't shown a lot of improvement. He needs to be beside better players, like some of these guys, like Dyson Daniels is, like Christian Braun is, and maybe he'll be better. But unfortunately, he dropped off because of the Sacramento Kings situation. So we'll see there. But Dyson Daniels doesn't look like he's ever going to drop off.
Are you basically saying you're not as...
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, are you saying you're not as high on the Keegan Murray?
If you want to be pessimistic, you would say he had one good season.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, and he shoots under 60% at the line.
Yeah, that's sure.
So can he actually shoot? We'll see.
Fair point. Are you not as high on the Keegan Murray deal?
Yeah,
maybe now that these other ones have come in at lesser money.
Well, he's got to be on a better team. No, but yeah, it's slightly
more
slightly
money.
lesser. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, the whole King situation is the bigger problem in Sacramento than the one contract. But I think Dyson, he moved up to 34% from three. The free throw percentage it's an odd one. That's for sure. It's not good.
No. Which is usually
he's a Rondo-like player.
Yeah,
he's a great passer, has good vision, makes some crazy passes. Rondo was a better player for sure than Dyson Daniels, but the shot never came around for Rondo. I don't really think Daniels is a threatening shooter. He shot, 34%? That's under league average. I'm sure all of his shots are wide open, but they need somebody who can guard on the perimeter to play alongside Trae Young. Also, he's got a brother coming to the NBA.
Dash
Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
Great name.
Wow, what a name.
You thought Dyson Daniels was a great name.
Those are both great. Yeah, it's a fair point about Daniels. We're basically getting at, is there any worry he's an awesome, incredible, all-defensive guy, but is there any worry that he'll be played off the floor in a playoff series? And we just don't know because he's played a handful of minutes in the playoffs back in the Pelicans days.
Yeah.
We got to get there with the Hawks, and I'm not as concerned that will be the case, but I get what you're saying. Is he, who was a prime example of that? That was like Tony Allen. He's a better offensive player than Tony Allen. He's got more touch, more feel, I think, on the offensive end, but that's what we're getting at. So we'll see.
Well, that's why they signed Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Is it going to be a problem when Nickeil Alexander-Walker is closing games over Dyson Daniels? Because I think that'll happen. Sometimes it's going to be somebody's going to have to sit down. Ricochet, Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. These are all guys that the Hawks are invested in that are played basically the same position.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I don't think that Dyson Daniels 4.5 assists per game is just gonna go away. I think he can pass. So he's not an incredible shooter, but again, getting close to 3-point percentage to league average. I think he's one of those guys that, he'll leave open, but he's gonna shoot it. And then he can play make.
Do we know if Dash Daniels plays just like Dyson? Or is he faster because of his name, or what's going on?
I think he's played rugby in his past, so he's a tough dude.
Because he's an Aussie. Yeah. Sure.
He is an Aussie.
Dyson did not, though.
Dyson did not.
He did not
That's
play
fascinating.
rugby.
Wow.
Surprising.
Yeah. With his build?
Yeah.
Incredible.
And the way he plays, you're like, he can rough anybody up.
That's very weird. All right. Finally, in deals that got done, Pacers forward Aaron Nesmith agreed to a 2-year, $40.4 million contract extension with Indiana through the 28-29 season, plus a trade kicker. So, this was the max that he was eligible for. And the Pacers and Nesmith and his team get it done. TK, thoughts on 2-year, $40.4 for Nesmith?
Great deal. He's getting paid less than Christian Braun and Dyson Daniels, and he's a fifth starter on a good team. So I think that's pretty good work for Indiana. He had that awesome 15-point fourth quarter against the Knicks last year. Watching it in New York, one of the greatest moments in my life, seeing these Knicks fans get destroyed. Oh, so good. So good.
That was not the game we went 8 for 9 from deep.
Yeah. And then Halliburton hit the crazy jumper as well. But this guy kind of reclaimed his career playing in Indiana as well. Yeah. Found himself as a player after 2 seasons in Boston where he looked like maybe he's not going to get a big contract after his rookie deal. Figured out I can play full court defense. I can foul guys up and down the court for the entirety of the time that I'm out there and make 3-pointers. You'll get paid if you can do that. If you buy into your role, people will give you $20 million in the NBA.
I love how the Pacers just haven't given up on their entire rotation, frankly. here we go. Let's do it again. You see it sometimes in the past where you have a good team and then you start to tear it apart. We see the Boston Celtics. Obviously, they had one more year after winning the championship, and you just tear things apart. We saw the old 2011 Mavs start tear things apart. This team is the same team.
Well, they lost Miles Turner.
Yeah, they lost Miles Turner.
It's a pretty notable.
Yeah.
Guy leaving.
This is totally true. Yeah. What a mistake I just made. Yeah. But otherwise, the same unit. This is the time where guys in the front office, they do their books, and they did it extremely well here. Just looking at what they have going forward for several years, everybody is paid other than Miles Turner. And it's the same team you're going to see out there. They're going to tough it out, I imagine.
3-and-D player gets thrown around a lot in the media. Hell, I did it yesterday when comparing Tumani Kamara's sort of new contract extension and his role to Jaden McDaniels and Herb Jones and so on. Most of the time, again, I'm admitting this, like we're sort of stretching the definition. To me, though, Nesmith, that guy has proven he's a 3-and-D guy. You said it, Trey, picks up guys full court, super aggressive. He's always given the top defensive assignments. We saw it in the playoffs, be it Brunson. He's playing Giannis at times. He's played Garland. Like he can play small guys, big guys. And then last year's postseason, he shot 49.2% from three. Sham said in one of his tweets, the best by any player in a single postseason with at least 100 threes attempted in NBA history. That's the definition of a 3-and-D guy. So congrats to Nesmith. Well-deserved and not bad, like you said, Trey. Like you're comparing it to other guys. That's good.
Yeah.
$20 million for him.
Yep.
You know,
an established guy who's done it in the playoffs and done it in the finals. Shot 53% against the Knicks in that series.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
Also, he's the only guy in the league, I think, that has just the bottom of the goatee. He looks like he should be in the movie Swingers.
So it's like soul patch.
Well, I mean, soul patch is just like underneath your lip. He just has just the bottom part.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no mustache.
Yeah. It's a hell of a look.
Yeah. He looks like the guy that says, this place is dead anyways, right before they leave.
Any other thoughts on Nesmith and the Pacers?
Well, I just love watching, paying a guy to start an NBA game, $20 million. It's totally reasonable. I mean, it really is.
Yes, it is nowadays. Yeah.
20, sounds wild.
Yeah, it does sound wild. But they have literally the six guys who are their core guys, Siakam, Halliburton, Nembhard, Toppin, Nesmith, and McConnell, together for at least 3 more seasons, including this coming season. So it's the same squad. Pritchard did the numbers extremely well. The next guy up is Ben Mathurin to see. We'll see. He's just signed through this year. He's playing for a contract. They didn't extend him. So here we are with Ben Mathurin, who, as we'll get to our predictions a little later, I'm sure some people are predicting him as either most improved or sixth man because he's going to have the opportunity to score without Halliburton on this team.
While the Rockets got new deals done for Jabari Smith Jr. and Kevin Durant this summer, Tari Eason ended up as the odd man out. So we were wrong on this one. We thought after the KD extension that, Tari Eason was up next and would probably get it done before the deadline, but nope. Sham said both sides could not bridge gaps on multiple fronts. And so Eason will become a restricted free agent next offseason. TK, I assume you were surprised because we were talking about it yesterday. We thought it would probably happen, but what do you think?
Well, it's surprising just because Kevin Durant did take a discount, so it seemed like that money was being saved for Tari Eason for this to happen. But I think this is a combination of a few things. Number one, Tari Eason betting on himself. If you follow anything he says on Twitter or that his mom says on Twitter, this guy thinks he's a multiple-time All-Star in the waiting. Okay. Maybe he is. Maybe he's overvaluing himself a little bit, similar to a Kuminga situation. I think another thing you can throw into the mix is that the Rockets, like we talked about yesterday, have been negotiating with their guys. Like they got Şengün at a discount. They got KD at a discount. They got Jabari Smith at a discount. Probably they said, Tari Eason, we've got your number we want to give you. That number wasn't what Tari Eason wanted. So he says, I'll play out the season, assuming I can outplay it, go either get a restricted free agency deal somewhere, or the Rockets just decide not to match it. And I think this is probably smart for the Rockets. Eason is an injury guy. Unfortunately, he played 82 games his rookie year, but he was hurt in college. 22 games his second year, 57 games last season. So let him play. Let him stay healthy. The market can dictate what he's worth, and then they can sign him to a deal. Is a team going to pay him more than like Christian Braun got? More than $25 million in the summer? I think that's unlikely, but I think that's probably what Eason and his crew are looking for. So this is just how it goes. Sometimes you can't win every negotiation.
I wonder for Eason and his team here making this decision. Again, we don't know the exact numbers that the Rockets were offering, but like, is there going to be enough of an opportunity in this loaded Rockets team here for him to actually play and shine and warrant a restricted offer to that they then maybe match or whatever? Like, that would be my one concern here.
Yeah, I assume there will be, just because of who they've signed. They have a giant team. They need wing players to get out there and play. I think he has that capability. I'm sure.
And he's strong defensively, which we know Udoka loves. So
yeah, ridiculously strong defensively. Financially, I think he looks at a couple things. He sees Jabari Smith getting a monster extension, and he probably sees that money and says, I want something similar. Or Fred VanVleet, his teammate, who always said, bet on yourself, maybe rubbed off on him to some degree. But I thought it would happen, considering what Rafael Stone has been able to do financially. But then you start to look at some of these contracts, like the Steven Adams extension, the Clint Capella contract. The money has gone to elsewhere with this roster.
And Amen Thompson needs an extension next summer. Yeah, and I'm sorry, Tari Eason, but he's a much higher priority.
Well, I think that's part of it, is that Tari Eason, he's a good player, but he's kind of a luxury for the Rockets, right? Like, they have 4 guys ahead of him in the pecking order. They signed Dorian Finney-Smith, who plays the same position as Tari Eason. It's very reasonable he gets squeezed.
Yeah, the Rockets fan base is now saying, would you rather have Jabari Smith or Tari Eason, because of the contract extension that Jabari Smith just got? Slightly different players. Jabari Smith, incredible shooter, a little bit of a better shooter than Tari Eason, but Tari Eason a better perimeter defender. And so, yes, they've paid a lot for Jabari Smith for a long-term contract. Well, Tari Eason could be gone next season.
Or this season. He's a name to watch, potentially being moved. If there is no opportunity and a team like sees his potential. A guy averaged 12-7 last year, and he is a good defensive player. So I could see a team wanting him, like a team that's obviously rebuilding, sees him as a piece. I mean, not all that dissimilar to what happened with Cam Whitmore leaving. There's just so many guys. I had it in my show notes when we were doing Friday's podcast about which player will be traded. Like, we were talking key players, and I had Tari Eason down, but I was like, I thought he was going to sign this extension. So I thought, it's probably unlikely. But maybe not now. Maybe a team will come knocking with enough to offer the Rockets.
It seemed like he was part of the Rafael Stone and front office plan. See you later, Cam Whitmore. We're moving on from Jalen Green. But in came Dorian Finney-Smith, and yes, he has been put down on the pecking order a bit.
Some more injuries for you guys. Injury update 2.0. We did injury update 1.0 yesterday, but here's some names. The Bulls, Coby White. He is out at least 2 more weeks with a calf injury. He hasn't played at all, I believe, in the preseason. So
that's right.
He's been nursing that, so it's going to be into the regular season here. He'll miss some games. Grizzlies new guard Ty Jerome. He's sidelined with a calf strain. That's a huge blow for the Grizz. And OKC's Jalen Williams, J-Dub, he is out as he still rests and heals his surgically repaired wrist. Not a surprise, we knew this, but he's going to miss some time here at the start of the season.
Wrist rest.
Shaden Sharp's shoulders. Williams wrist rest. No.
Yeah.
Well, it's somehow
Williams
tougher to say.
Wrist rest. Yeah, that's tough, man.
Any thoughts on either of these, TK?
Who's playing for the Grizzlies, I guess, is the main question for me. Ja Morant, still a question mark if he's coming back. It doesn't feel like he's going to miss a ton of time. Maybe he's ready for the season opener, but we know Ty Jerome is down. We know Scottie Pippen Jr. is down for a couple of months at this point. So it looks like Ja, well, I'll pencil him as their starting point guard, even if it's, week 2 of the season. KCP, Jalen Wells. Luckily, Jaren Jackson Jr. is back, and then Jock Landale is starting while Zach Edey comes back from surgery for laxity of the ankle. That sounds not great. It's like your ankle is just lazy. Lazy ankle.
I got lazy ankle, Doc.
Tighten it up. Yeah, I know, right? They're like, you've sprained your ankle so many times, we just got to tighten it up. It's like tighten your shoe tighter, but inside. They still got Santi Aldama, their new draft pick, Cedric Coward, Gigi Jackson, Cam Spencer. They still have bench guys. So I don't know. Going through our over-unders, we're talking about picks that we regret. You look at Memphis. They were 39.5 on FanDuel. I'm like, that's still reasonable, even though they've lost 2 of their rotation players at the very least. They've got some centers who are out that we've talked about. So the Grizzlies, everybody gets hurt on this team at all times. You go back and look at some of their rosters over the past couple of seasons, and they're like 30 names long. I don't know what's going on in Memphis for people to be hurt all the time, but it's piling up right now. I guess you would rather have guys injured at the start of the season rather than the end, but they then therefore have to make it to the end of the season, right. And we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, as you said, they do have a bunch of bench players. They are really strong wing-wise, but they have lost a couple ball handlers and a couple big men. Brandon Clark as well, along with Zach Edey, out long-term here to start the season. Then you got Pippen and Ty Jerome, who will be reevaluated in 4 weeks, so he could be out long-term. But your GG, your Jalen Wells, your Cedric Cowards, there's a bunch of wings to help out. So that 39.5 over-under, it's doable, I guess. But the point guard, this position does hurt that they've lost them. Because Scottie Pippen, 12 weeks, reevaluated. We'll see what happens. Ty Jerome, at least a month, reevaluated. We'll see what happens. And John Morant, yes, he's back now, but he just did get hurt in training camp. He could get hurt again. And who is his backup now?
It's not good. Not a great start. I can't remember what you guys. I was team under on.
I was over.
Grizzlies 39.
I went over.
Okay.
Go to Instagram.com/NoDunksInc here.
Good call. So rough start there for the Grizz, and these other ones, couple weeks or at least couple games for Coby White and J-Dub. OKC's not going to be rushing to get him back.
No.
Take your time, man. We're
Take
good.
Your time, Bryce.
It is interesting what Jalen Williams said after everybody found out that he had, 30 shots during the playoffs last year, just for pain tolerance.
Yeah.
And now going into this year, he basically says, my right wrist hasn't allowed me to shoot. I have to learn to shoot again. I mean, I'm summarizing in a different way, but he's basically saying, I can't shoot right now. So How long is it? How long? It doesn't seem like it's going to be a game. It seems like it's going to be a little longer.
Yeah, I think so. And again, there's no rush. They're going to still win games, and they're going to we want you back when obviously it matters most. At
and
100%.
you took the under, so that helps. The 62.5 under, right?
I'm only cheering for injuries when it comes to the over-under.
I know. It feels disgusting.
Kidding. I love J-Dub. He's one of my favorite players, so hopefully he gets back soon. All right, well, we're going to get to some drafting of your bold predictions, but first, a quick break from Peloton.
Peloton is shaping the future of fitness with the brand new Peloton Cross-Training Tread Plus, powered by Peloton IQ. I was kind of locked into my workouts, like when I do a Rebecca Kennedy 45-minute strength. Her focus gets me focused, but this new product has got more locked-in potential because the new Peloton Cross-Training Tread Plus is Peloton's most elevated equipment with real-time guidance and endless ways to move, alone or with your favorite instructors. It's cross-training reimagined with features designed to make your workout more personal. Peloton IQ provides intelligent strength coaching. It tracks your progress and suggests weights that challenge you so you can get stronger. And the new movement tracking camera allows Peloton IQ to count your reps and correct your form in real time, taking the guesswork out of your workout so you can train safer, lift smarter, and make every rep count. The new Tread Plus comes with a swivel screen, so you can go from running on the Tread Plus to strength training or yoga off it with one smooth spin of the swivel screen. No more straining to see a screen. It'll swivel for you. It offers endless ways to train for a well-rounded routine. Peloton IQ creates a personal workout roadmap with weekly recommended classes led by instructors who match your mood, vibe, and personality. For me, it's Becca, Jess S, and Adrian Dubb. That's my squad. With personalized plans, plus insights and guidance, Peloton IQ helps you unlock new breakthroughs. Peloton is built for breakthroughs. Let yourself run, lift, sculpt, push, and go. Explore the new Peloton Cross-Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
All right, we're here in the Classic Factory. If you're joining us live on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. And the stream team here, I see voting on a poll that we had up. We're doing all that contract extension talk. A little what you got when it comes to 3 players that were name dropped and have signed deals this summer or just the last day. Christian Braun, Dyson Daniels, and Josh Giddey. Who you got from the what you got? And right now, Dyson Daniels with 53% of the vote, but it's still live. Anything could happen.
Wow, Dyson Daniels has taken the cake, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised by that.
Oh,
you thought it would be who?
I thought it would be Christian Braun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Dyson Daniels is definitely the highlight leader, just in terms of narratives. out of all these guys. Like,
You're telling me you're undervaluing Josh Giddey making a half-court shot to beat the Los Angeles Lakers and lose Cooper Flagg in the draft lottery?
no,
Number one play of the year, according to the NBA's YouTube page last year?
Oh,
excuse me.
Yeah,
he puts up the biggest numbers for sure.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. He's the only one of these guys that could potentially be an all-star, I would say.
This season or just moving forward in their careers?
Moving forward in their careers.
Yeah, actually, no.
Because he puts up the numbers. Yeah, but the Great Barrier Thief leads those YouTube headlines and those stories. Just the things he did. He ended a game stealing it from De'Aaron Fox. It ain't a half-court shot against the Los Angeles Lakers, but it's an important play. I don't think I'm biased just because I'm in Atlanta. I think they were sexier, leading the league in deflections and steals, 3 per game. So, yeah. Who takes more of the headlines, more of the stories? It's not Christian Brown.
No,
it's not Christian Brown.
Yeah.
Although he's always good for a huge monster poster or two.
He had a big one.
He'll have 1 or 2 of those, but no, not him. That's a funny question, though.
That's
it's like they're both.
Thief.
This is why it's a good poll. They're right all around there. There's no wrong answer.
Exactly. I think they should all be at about 33%. You can't really make the case for any of them. And also kind of funny, Daniels and Giddey, that's the Australian national team backcourt.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Christian Brown.
We got one guy who can only play
American
offense
boy.
and one guy that can only play defense.
Yeah.
Put them together.
Again, just a super player when you put them together. Okay, let's get to some drafting bold predictions. Yeah. After weeks of recording NBA season preview pods, we're officially all prognosticated out. At least when it comes to ours, I think. We've done over-unders. We've done the award predictions. We've ranked teams by tiers. We've done the burning questions. Today, we turn it over to you. We're drafting your best predictions. That's right. We asked our paid subscribers on Substack to look into their crystal balls and to be brave and be ridiculous and be bold when it comes to your predictions. The people came through. Shout out to everybody on Substack. And so we're going to draft our favorite one. So we're all pulling from the same comment section of that post on Substack. How many rounds do you want to do? 4? 5?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see how it
4 or
goes.
5. Sounds good to me.
Here's what we're doing. Tass, you're just going to start this one. I started the last draft we did. We'll go you first, Trey second, myself third. We'll just keep it going around the horn. We'll make our picks. Again, these are your predictions, and we'll talk them out. So Tass, you have the number 1 pick in the drafting bold predictions.
I saw this one, and I couldn't help but jump in on it. Steph Curry smashes the 3-point record in one game. This is bold. 18 threes.
Whoa!
En route to a 60-point game from Travis O. Now, the record, it's 14. 18 would be ridiculous.
Wow, come on.
I mean, I'm more of the idea that Steph goes and gets this record for himself rather than the 18 over the current 14. I'd be fine with the 15. That'd be fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
But still, I just like this idea that Steph, it just takes this record that belongs to him. And you can't help but think of 2024 in the Olympics, in the finals, and what he was doing to end that game, and thinking 48 minutes with Al Horford dishing to you as you run circles around the other team. It makes sense. So
you just want when
Travis
Steph
O.
Curry retires for him to have this record. That only feels right. I mean, I would agree with you because Clay has it at 14.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's 18 from Travis O here.
That's bold. That's brave. That's probably ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why it works.
But 15. I mean, didn't he have 2 games where he hit 12 last year?
I mean, he could do that's right. He's second.
He's second.
On the leader list, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing is, he could do it. It's like just whether they really wanted to do it, like himself, his teammates, and Steve Kerr and the coaching staff. Like, Steph Curry could have a game where he shot 45 threes.
Yeah.
And it would never be like, cool.
Nobody would be mad.
Cool, man. He'll probably hit 18 of them. Like, it's fine. Like, of course he could get there. It'd be funny to see how the defense would try and react to that. But anyway.
Yeah,
I love it.
Steph isn't retiring this season, so I don't know if it's like Coby going for 60, where it's just in Kobe's last game where it was just Coby. This is your ball, sir. Go get it. Steph still has a couple of years left, but still, just do it now. Again, with Al Horford, it's Al Horford and Jimmy and Draymond. Just give him the ball. Yeah, I don't know how many he has to shoot.
I would guess at least 20 plus.
Yeah.
And
to hit 15?
To hit 15? Yeah, sure. So 33 times in NBA history, a player has taken 20 or more threes. And, just looking at Basketball Reference, it looks like Curry has done it the most amount of times. Sure. No surprise. I guess James Harden is in the mix as well. It would just have to be Seth deciding, I want to go get the record. Yeah. But playing with Jimmy, Draymond, and Al Horford is the way to do it, because those guys are very much like, we can feed the hot hand and we understand the system is anytime Steph is open, get him the ball.
Yeah.
You saw that with Jimmy last year, was like he fit right in at the pass it and suddenly just hand it right back to him because you fall asleep for a half a second. That'd be cool to see. I'm with you. I hope Steph Curry has every 3-point record when he retires.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right. That one is off the board. Trey, you have the next pick here.
This might be controversial. I'm going to take 3 predictions in one.
Hey, go nuts.
Yeah. This is Alfie, Muckle, and Josh Shanes all said something similar. Alfie says Victor Wembanyama will not only nab a coveted 5x5, he's going to do it twice. Muckle says Evan Mobley ends the season at the head of the MVP table with a repeat DPOY award and the MIP Player Award. That would be amazing. He also adds what I'm mentioning here. He records a 5x5 before Wemby, and Josh said Flag and Wemby will both record a 5x5 in the third Mavs versus Spurs matchup this season, which is February 7th in San Antonio. I will be locked in.
He's calling a shot for the game.
He is calling a shot for the game. But the reason I take this with my first pick is we only talked about Wemby as a guy who could get a 5x5, and will he do it? We all assume, he will do it. The FanDuel odds kind of lean that way as well. But that's what I'm wondering is what other players could do a 5x5. Nurkic has one. Jamal Tinsley has one. It happens with other dudes. I think Flag is a reasonable bet on that. You know, he's seems to be a guy who can fill up the box score. Evan Mobley, I think, as well. I was kind of surprised how many 5-assist games he had, most of them coming last season as he became a bigger part of the Cavs offense. He took a step forward on the offensive end as well. Other guys I would throw in the mix, J-Dub, I think is a 5x5 candidate. Scotty Barnes and Giannis, because that guy does everything.
Yeah. What about Dyson Daniels?
Yeah.
He'd have to get some of those like steel blocks. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hold on, was that
which was it?
Yeah, right. And then maybe another one where it's like a bang bang block because he just happens to get a guy inside. The blocks will be tough for him.
Yeah, the blocks would be tough.
Yeah.
He had 4 at his high last year.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I like the guys you named. Yeah, Scotty, Giannis. Okay, so who goes first? So you're just taking. I like that. You're taking the 5x5.
Yeah.
Prognostication. Off the board. Okay. Anyone else to add to the 5x5 potential? Call your shot.
Did you say Anthony Davis?
I didn't say it. He has one.
He has one.
Yep.
Yusuf Nurkic has one.
What about?
He's gonna be a big part of the.
What about Şengün?
Şengün?
Yeah.
I think the blocks would maybe be the hardest part for him.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, because he's got active hands, so I could see the steals being easier.
He's got active hands.
Hey, if I look at your Basketball Reference and your career high steals and blocks as 5, you're in the mix for me.
Okay,
and
just all has to come together on one night.
Yep.
Okay, I love it. All right, I have the next pick here in the first round when it comes to your bold predictions. I'm going to go with a Rookie of the Year prediction from Ramez. VJ Edgecombe will lead all rookies in scoring and win Rookie of the Year over Cooper Flag due to his larger role on an injury-plagued 76ers roster. Okay, here's his thinking. Dallas has one of, if not, maybe the deepest team in the league when it comes to bigs especially, which could ultimately hurt Cooper's numbers and his ranking on the Rookie of the Year big board. I like this.
Yeah.
This is bold. Everybody's thinking Cooper Flag's going to win it. I mean, we all picked him when it came to our predictions. I get it. He's going to be good. He's going to be on a decent team. He's going to fill up the box score. But I'm a huge VJ Edgecombe fan. He's going to start. And this team is perpetually injured on the Sixers, so maybe just gets a bunch of opportunity and puts up monster numbers. And if Embiid's healthy and stuff like that, maybe they're not brutal. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So I'll take that with my first pick.
He's a very capable player. Will have the opportunity, it sure feels like, in Philadelphia. It makes sense. And everybody picking Cooper, you got to pick something else. The Dylan Harper option is also a decent option out there.
Sure. Ace Bailey, if you're talking scoring, he could score a lot.
He could. Do we care if the Utah Jazz have a poor record?
No,
Does it matter?
Doesn't matter at all. None. When does it ever matter for Rookie of the Year?
It matters to some degree.
Maybe if there's a race that you're like, these guys are almost identical, but this team's won 20 more, I guess then that's got to be the last thing you care about for Rookie of the Year, in my opinion. They're the best rookies because they go to the shittiest teams, generally. I know the Mavs are an exception, jumping all the way up to number 1. But I'll take Edgecombe.
That's a good one.
Okay. Second round.
Here we go. I'm definitely...
I didn't know if that was coming or not.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting. I'm interested in the Phoenix Suns. I've started to jump on the train a little bit, not only from everyone's predictions out there, but just from the internet loving the Phoenix Suns potential here. So I went with Espo's prediction.
Homer.
Yeah, there's some homers out there. I didn't repeat yours from just also Ramez also made a Phoenix Suns prediction. So I got him out here and went with Espo's. The Suns will win more games than last year, surprise the NBA, and make the play-in, with Booker being the second team All-NBA. All good. And there's some potential there that Jordan Knott creates a locker room along with Dylan Brooks and those dogs in there to win some games. Play-in is a very, 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 very bold prediction.
It's a lofty goal in the West, but
to finish 10th out of 15 teams in the Western Conference, I know it doesn't sound very bold when you say it that way, but at the same time, you got to be better than a team like the Grizzlies,
the Spurs,
or the Spurs maybe, or
the Mavericks, maybe.
Depending who's dropping down there. Could be a bad Clippers season. You never know. So them making the play-in would be a huge, huge accomplishment. And listen, I'm starting to buy into the camaraderie, the chemistry in there, because I think Devin Booker's a hungry leader this season after last year. He was asked what he could improve on from last year. He said, everything. Just see us last year? We stunk. So there's that part. I mean, 36 and 46 is what they were last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they would have to win high 30s to make the play-in.
I had this one on my list here to draft from because I'm intrigued too. I took the over when we did our over-unders with the Suns. I think, obviously a whole new makeup to this team and like just expectations completely lowered too. Maybe they surprise people on any given night. They do have some dogs. Devin Booker is still good. New coach, it was like people are refreshed maybe. I could see them winning just over 36. Yeah,
that's not a great season.
Yeah.
So they can easily win 39 games and get into the 10th seed. That's what the Mavericks did last year. Like, I mean, the Western Conference is better, but an under 500 team still made it into the play-in tournament. So it's not about wins and losses this year for Phoenix. It's about successes, and I think that would be a mild success if they're better than last year, even though the names on paper look like a talent downgrade. If you're playing even one postseason basketball game, better than it went last year, as long as there's a smile on your face, I think.
Yeah, I think if they finish 36 and 46, it's a better season than last season. Just without.
I think they need one more win. 37-45. I'm in on that. That's better.
The expectations are extremely low. So,
Trey, you're up next.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Simon here, who said Jalen Brunson will have a 20-assist game.
I love it. I wanted this one. I like it.
That's good. How many 20-assist games were there in the NBA last season?
There was more. There was more. There was Jokic got one at the end of the season.
There we go.
Trae Young probably got one last year.
3.
Damn.
22, 20, and 20.
There's a weird one.
There is a really weird one. I'll tell you, there were 6 total 20-assist games last season. You got Jokic. You got 3 Trays. There's a guy who...
Giannis had one.
That's right, 20 assists. And then there's the weird guy.
I got it. Elfrid Payton.
That's right.
Is that right?
Nicely done.
That was early.
Yeah.
Yes, we talked about it before.
I don't remember exactly what time it was, but
was.
He had a 21-assist game. He just came back out of nowhere. They're like, you're from Louisiana, come play for us.
Yeah,
And he had 21 assists. So if he can do it, if Yusuf Nurkic can have a 5x5, Jalen Brunson can have a 20-assist game. His career high in assists is 17. Now, the interesting part of this is that by all accounts, the Mike Brown system is going to be more egalitarian than the Tom Thibodeau system. Thibodeau basketball was we give Jalen Brown the ball, he dribbles it for 20 seconds and either takes a fadeaway or finds somebody for an assist. That's a good way to goose your numbers. So maybe playing for Mike Brown means less on-ball opportunities for Jalen Brunson, but maybe it also means better offense in general, which could lead to assists for him. The Knicks are a good enough team outside of Brunson at converting his passes that I think it's reasonable he gets to 20 assists. I just personally would bet against it, him having a 20 assist game.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
So many.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I like it, though. I had it on my list here to draft as well.
I do wonder what Jalen Brunson will become under Mike Brown, because it is supposed to be more of a, hey, get off the ball. Mike Brown working under Steve Kerr, just seeing what they did. That being said, Brunson did take a step back last year after he was an MVP candidate the year before. He took 3 fewer shots last year. He was off the ball a little bit more. How much can Mike Brown get this guy to move off the ball? I'm sure Jalen Brunson is willing to do it. So it is interesting. 20 assists, a lot of assists. I'm surprised that we had 6 games, you said.
You said Trae Young did it 3 times. So
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. All right, I have the last pick here in the second round. I'm going to go to the Boston Celtics for this one. I'm going a bit of a crazy one. Dan Land in our Substack, he said, quote, "The Celtics collapse and Joe Mazzulla goes insane. Think Martin Sheen from Apocalypse Now. The NBA has to step in for player safety after a press conference where Mazzulla slices his hand open and spreads his blood on the table." I like it, Dan. I like it. I can see it with Crazy Joe trying to send some sort of message here, him going nuts because maybe the Celtics are struggling. But yeah, collapse. Look, it's obviously a stretch. I did take the under. I am one of these guys that think they might struggle more than some do. Maybe they're still good. We have some predictions where it's like the Celtics are going to be awesome. Maybe we'll get to them. Maybe they'll get drafted. But I love the idea of Joe Mazzulla just going insane because they're struggling.
Yeah, FanDuel has minus 250. Joe Mazzulla, most likely coach to bleed at a press conference. Doug Christie, second, and Rick Carlisle, third.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Surprising.
Yeah.
But not surprising that Mazzulla would be the leader.
No.
They played that pickup game against the beat writers, and afterwards he said, "I don't want a stage for my press conferences so we can all be eye to eye together, and we're going to do it again." He's like, "We're going to keep playing against each other, and we're going to keep beating you every time. They'll never take it easy on the beat writers." This guy's so crazy, man. He's just a good character to have in the league.
He is. Yeah. All right.
We got to just watch. I want to watch NBA games, but I also just want to watch coaches versus the media throughout the league.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk of one happening with the Raptors, I saw over the last little bit.
Nuggets are going to do it.
Well,
oh, great.
It's going to catch on.
Nuggets are officially doing it. Yeah, our man Will Liu asked Darko Rajakovic about it, and Darko said, "Yeah, I'm up for it." And Darko said, "You think you can guard me?" Literally got into it. So you can see.
They're psychos. Yeah, they're all competitive.
Well, I don't know if I call a coach a psycho.
I would. I'd call them more psycho than most people.
The 30 coaches. I mean, we can rank them by psycho level. Joe Mazzulla easily.
You gotta be a psycho to take that job, let alone be in an NBA. And most of them are former NBA players, or at least college athletes. They're all psycho, dude. They're all competitive, psychotic, crazy people.
Who's the chillest coach?
The chillest coach was always Don Nelson, but who's the chillest
Nick
coach?
Nurse has the guitar.
He's not very chill.
I don't think so either.
He throws himself around on the sideline.
He needs the guitar. That's his therapy.
Yes.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Spoelstra's intense.
Mike Brown?
He's pretty wild, though. Like,
He's good for like a hilarious press conference every single year.
I don't know if he's psycho. Quinn Snyder? Seems like
No way, man.
My God, no, guys. Okay, we'll think that through. Anyway,
the chillest coach.
So we're gonna get these media versus these coaches and assistant coaches games. That's great until somebody inevitably tears their ACL or an Achilles,
and then it's
blown
over.
Achilles, either from the media or maybe one of these coaches, and then it's like, well, that's it for that.
Do you think it's a concern if a media member tears his ACL? I mean,
Andrew Schlecht happened to Andrew Schlecht last year playing around with his sons, right?
Yeah.
You got to sign a waiver before you start playing.
Yeah,
if you tear your ACL.
No, I thought, what about if the coaches, though? Okay,
coaches, yeah.
It's more of a pain in the ass, I guess.
Yeah.
It's going to make travel a little more difficult.
Wasn't there a coach that had a bad injury last year and they had
Well, Chris Finch was on that.
That's what it was, yeah.
Chris
Finch, yeah.
That was hilarious.
And,
dangerous, man. They had back him up from the sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to sit second row, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he didn't get bumped into.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we? We are at the start of the third round.
Yep.
Tess, you have the board.
I'm going to join the club of drafting some odd ones here.
Sure.
This one from Jamie. The NBA Cup is so ignored that the finals never happen and no one notices.
Oh, get out of here, Jamie.
We will not let that happen. Maybe we'll be there. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, it's.
So Jamie, not a fan.
I understand Jamie's not a fan because the NBA Cup has been anointed as important. I understand that just out of nowhere, as Adam Silver has created it. That being said, I don't think it's going anywhere. Number one, I think people will still talk about it. I think Adam Silver did a good job of placing something in the season where there is more eyeballs on different leagues prior to Christmas here. So I think it does make sense. Although I hear what Jamie's saying. There's some tension out there. I can't wait. I can't wait to see.
The NBA Cup's starting even earlier than normal now.
It's starting in
It
October,
is starting
right?
mad early. Yeah, we have Cup games at the end of October. You're right. Like the final week of October. So let's get
you're right.
into it.
I haven't seen the courts yet, though.
No.
We had stripies. We had circles.
I have seen Jeff.
What shape is next?
Oh, we were hoping triangles when
That'd
we
be
talked
cool.
about this last. Designed by Matt Austin himself.
Doodle mode.
Doodle mode
Yeah.
in his triangles. Yeah.
We have seen designer Jeff Hamilton somewhere, though. What's he up to?
We saw him personally?
Yeah, he was somewhere. I can't remember where he was.
I don't know what he's
but-
specifically up to, but I guarantee he's designing a leather jacket wherever he is. He's putting a lot of patches on it, and he's figuring out a way to get it to these guys for the NBA Cup. Top 6 in odds, according to FanDuel. Not really that surprising. The top 5: Thunder, Knicks, Cavs, Nuggets. Magic.
Okay.
Number
Well,
5
surprising.
at plus 1,100, and then the Atlanta Hawks plus 1,300. Number 6 in NBA Cup odds.
Okay.
It's usually been veteran teams that win this. It was Lakers
Yeah.
first. It was Bucks last year. Both teams decided we are not celebrating after this. We got to take it seriously.
Right.
Well, I think it's the other way around. Didn't the Lakers celebrate and then they had a bad season?
And then they
So then
stunk
the Bucks are like,
afterwards.
we are not
Yeah, that's
celebrating.
right,
And
that's
then
right.
after that, they lost in the first round of the playoffs as well.
So what are the odds
Yeah.
on the Clippers?
And
They're an old team.
They both struggled immediately after winning the NBA Cup.
Hey, Clippers plus 2,500, 25-1. There you
Boom.
go.
That's my NBA Cup champion.
Perfect. Yeah, Warriors are up there too. They're an older team.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I think those are both solid bets.
Yeah, those old guys are not partying in Vegas, while the younger guys might.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. NBA Cup is ignored. Drafted here in our bold prediction.
We respect the cup here.
We sure do. All right, Trey, where are you going?
I'm going with Die, Mr. Bond. Remember that? Remember Tweet of the Week shoutouts?
Yes.
Die, Mr. Bond. Woobly our balls, what are you up to? Big Krogadaga? We got to find some of these guys because some of them have made their way to our Substack. NoDunks.substack.com. I like what Die, Mr. Bond says here. Steph Castle is going to have the highest dunk score this year.
Okay, first off, we're not calling him Steph.
Steph Castle? What's wrong with that?
No, we have a Steph. He's the greatest shooter of all time. I can't do it. I'm saying no right now. I'm getting ahead of it.
No?
I'm a Stephon
His last
guy.
name's Castle, too. Yeah, and he's got a cool name overall. Yeah. Nope. I don't like Steph Castle. I'm saying it.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Stefan
I like the
Castle.
Yeah, there you go.
Stefan Cassell.
But I like the prediction.
Like
Sorry.
Steve Urkel, Stephon.
Yeah. Highest dunk score.
The thing I like about Steph Castle's dunk scores,
You son of
he's a
bitch.
2-foot jumper. He's
Yeah.
always a 2-foot jumper. He started putting together a real nice dunk reel heading into the contest last year. Skeets and JD, I know you saw the one against the Pacers over in Paris.
Yep.
He had a big timer. So he probably actually was I don't know, he probably had some in the top 10, I would imagine, from last year. But yeah, he's a little bit of an underrated dunker, I think.
Yep.
And he's kind of gotten lost in the shuffle, I feel like, with the San Antonio Spurs. Kind of a weird situation with Stefan Castle in that they drafted him last year. All the talk was, I'm a point guard, I'm a point guard, I'm a point guard. Then they traded for a point guard. Then he won Rookie of the Year. And then they drafted another point guard. Now I'm kind of like, how does this guy necessarily fit on the team? Because he's a talented guy. Maybe he doesn't get drafted as high if he's in a more well-regarded draft like 2025 was. But he still seems like an important piece. But I just wonder if he's a long-term core guy for San Antonio. I think they're still in the find out phase, but you can see him getting lost in the shuffle, I think, with Fox signing the gigantic contract. They're going to be invested in Harper. He looks really good as well. How does Castle fit into the mix for San Antonio? I think it's a good question.
Yep.
Yeah, after last year, watching him, he seemed like he was okay being a secondary playmaker, and that's what he excelled at. He wasn't necessarily a point guard. Now you draft Dylan Harper to go along with De'Aaron Fox. I think, in theory, it works. But is he cool with that? And San Antonio makes sure everyone is cool with that. So I think it could work very well.
Good news for your actual prediction here from Die Mr. Bond. I believe Castle already eclipsed 100 on a dunk in the preseason, Trey Kirby.
They do dunk score in the preseason.
You know I got my eye on it,
Yep.
and it was a huge dunk. And you're right, that the jumping off 2 feet, obviously because of his build and his size. I forget who it was on, but it was nasty. So this could be true.
Cool.
Always going to be tough to beat, I think, like a Shaedon Sharp. Anthony Edwards, always good for a monster dunker too. There's other guys, but he'll be in the mix. Castle, good prediction. Had it on the list.
Yeah, I wonder if he goes back into the dunk contest this year. He's that good.
Probably not.
I mean, he was good. He was
It
second.
was fine. Yeah. I just say probably not because most guys are like, look, I did it, man. I don't want to do it again.
Mac McClung won the dunk contest again last year. That's right.
Yeah. And then he was on your Bulls for like 45 minutes and then he was waived.
G League mode. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
So I can't wait to see him in the dunk contest again when he gets, obviously, he's got a 2-way contract
Call
or
him up.
whatever. He's on a team,
Call him
on
up.
a roster. All right. My pick here in the third round for your predictions, I'm going with Dylan Horner, who said, quote, Cole Anthony explosion. He'll average 18 and 6 a game, and he's going to win sixth man and most improved. Whoa, Dylan, I was sort of almost with you until you threw out both awards. Just pick one of the awards or the other, sixth man or MIP. But anyway, I like it. Cole Anthony, you keep talking about Giannis loves it.
He does.
There's going to be a potential chance. I mean, they got other guys that they're going to be starting and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But you never know because of injury. He's got some years under, in his career here. He knows he's had moments where he's had monster performances, and he is good. But can you string it together over 82 games? I don't mind it though. This is far fetched. 18 and 6 would be an amazing season for Cole Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like they're going to push Kevin Porter Jr. to play a lot of minutes at the starting point guard spot. It seems like Ryan Rollins is going to take a lot of minutes. So how many does Cole Anthony get? 18-6 is nuts. It's big. But then you start to hear some of the talk going around the podcast world, the media world. Gilbert Arenas and friends saying that the Milwaukee Bucks got to be a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. They got to be a top 3 team. There's no doubt. They've got Giannis. Now, they don't go name any of their point guards or any of their wings when they do this analysis, but Giannis, along with Miles Turner, I mean, they don't mention the Orlando Magic or the Detroit Pistons or anybody who could be third. Yeah. It's the Knicks, Cavs, and then people see Giannis and that he's going to do well. Now, he could make Cole Anthony a good player, but Cole Anthony starting, I'm not even sure if he's going to even smell a starting role on that team.
Well, he better not. I need him to win sixth man of the year. Cole Anthony explosion. One more round?
One more round.
When it comes to bold predictions. Here we go, JD.
Listen, I don't think this is all that bold. I think this is legitimate that Luka could average 35, 10, and 10. Whoa. That's it. Huevos Bancheros coming out with that.
Wow, that's a great fantasy basketball. That's amazing.
Huevos Bancheros.
I was also very excited.
Good.
Yeah, I was excited just to say that name.
35, 10, and 10.
Now that's a lot of
Luka.
points. That's a freaking lot of points. I do think he leads the league in scoring. I don't think there's a question about that.
Okay.
Well, 35, 10, and 10 is giant. I mean, how close has he gotten? He's gotten to 33.9, 9.8, 9.2.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Pretty close.
Yeah, so he could get close. And so Huevos Bancheros, I appreciate that. That's a good one.
Underrated part of Luka's game is rebounding, and they need him to rebound. So maybe, I kind of think 10 boards is the hardest thing for him to get to. I think it's more reasonable he averages 35 a game, but there's talent on the Lakers. They got LeBron James there. Yeah. He's not playing right now, but
yeah,
still.
That's why I think the points are reasonable here to start the season. Austin Reeves looks good. Gabe looks good, but he's going to shoot as much as he wants. But you're right. The boards seem to be the toughest part because he should be able to average 10 dimes.
Trey Kirby, what's your final prediction from the people out there on Substack?
Tomer writes in and says 75 wedgies this season.
Oh, wow.
That's a high number.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Tomer.
Plus 50,000 on FanDuel.
Wow.
To go over 75 wedgies last year. 48 wedgies, and I'm sad to report it's been 179 days since our last wedgie. We had John Conchar get one in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then no more after that. So it's been almost 6 whole months since we've seen a wedgie. Up or down on getting a wedgie tonight on NBA opening night?
Oh, on NBC?
On Peacock.
Oh, on the cock?
Who's calling the game tonight?
Good question. We just played who they work for, and I already forget.
Yeah, but
is it
could
Tarico jump in on
He's
that?
got-
Tarico and
gotta
Reggie
be one
Miller.
of them.
Tarico
Yeah.
and Reggie Miller is on one of the games, yeah. And Jamal Crawford. I think that's a 3-man
Okay.
booth, I think. I don't know about the other game. But wedgie tonight, I'm going to say no, unfortunately.
If we're going to get to 75, we got to start strong.
Yes, we do. The late game, okay, Mike Tirico, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford are on the early game. Late game is Noah Eagle, Grant Hill, and Ashley Shahamadi.
Okay.
So I hope if it happens, it's in game 2 to see if Noah Eagle continues the family tradition of being excited about wedgies.
yeah.
And Grant Hill, he does love wedgies.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Tarico on the call with wedgies. I don't know what to expect.
Great point. Never had to say it before.
So we'll find out. Hopefully we find out and see what he does. All right, I have the final pick here. I'm going to make a weird one because I'm really going against another prediction I already made because I talked about the Celtics collapsing and Joe Mazzulla going nuts. So let me completely swerve. MTR saying the Celtics are going to make 1,600 three-pointers and they're going to win the East. NBA casuals learn who Derek White and Peyton Pritchard are. Okay. There's been we had some other predictions about the Celtics like still being good and Jason Tatum comes back and leads them to like a finals run or something like that. I like that as well. So let's just lump those together. So again, this is the opposite side of the coin here when it comes to the Celtics. I generally don't believe this. I think it's going to be a bit of a down year. I think they might even make some business decisions when it comes to maybe a bit of a rough season. But hey, why not? Casuals? Do casuals know who Derek White and Peyton Pritchard are? I guess not. They probably don't.
Nah.
They will now. One of those guys will be an all-star, let's say here.
They both got drafted in our first time All-Star draft, right?
Yeah.
I took Pritchard. I think
I took White in the last
you
round.
Took White? Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
1,457 threes for Boston last season. That is the NBA record. So we're talking about another 143 more.
So they need another one and a
half per game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot.
They got Luka Garza now. So, I mean, that helps.
Let it fly.
Yeah.
I like it. 1,600 threes. That's what we're going to be watching here. Total three-pointers for teams now we're watching. Wow.
That's a good prediction.
Team threes.
Because in the 3 seasons under Mazzulla, the 3-point shots have been 47.9% of their shots, 47% of their shots, and it jumped to 53.5% of their shots. So could it jump to 56, 57, whatever it takes to get there? Yeah.
Okay.
It's possible.
There it is. Our 4 rounds of drafting your bold predictions. Do you want to recap them or just leave it there? Did everybody make note of theirs? Do you know what yours are, Cass?
Yeah, I know mine.
Give the shorthand version of your predictions here.
I'll give you a shorthand. Steph smashed the 3-point record in one game.
I love it.
You got to do it. The Phoenix Suns are going to be good. I mean, better than last year.
They'll win 37 games.
See, that's good for them with no
it.
Durant. The NBA Cup is ignored.
Ooh.
That's not going to happen, Jamie. Huevos Banchero's giving us a great one with Luka, is going to average 35, 10, and 10. Sorry to Travis O, Espo, and Jamie for not saying your name while I gave you the prediction. But I just want to say Huevos Bancheros.
Okay, TK, what's your team here?
Cooper Flagg and Evan Mobley get 5x5s. Victor Wembanyama gets multiple 5x5s. Jalen Brunson will have a 20-assist game. That one came from Simon. Mr. Bond said Steph Castle. Please call me Steph. Will have the highest dunk score in the league this year. And Tomer says 75 wedgies this season.
All right. And my bold predictions from you guys. VJ Edgecombe of the Sixers is going to lead all rookies in scoring, and he's going to shock the world and win Rookie of the Year over Cooper. Dan Land says Joe Mazzulla is going to go insane. That's what I'm going to go with here, right? At a press conference specifically, cut his hand open, spread blood everywhere. Dylan Horner, Cole Anthony explosion. 18-6 from Cole Anthony. He's going to win one of the awards, either sixth man or most improved. And then MTR saying the Celtics are going to hit over 1,600 3-pointers. And they're going to win the East, and we're going to learn, at least the casuals will learn, who Derek White and Peyton Pritchard are, because they're going to pop off. Love it. I did have one more I saw from Ghostface Ziller, a prediction he had in his newsletter this morning. I want to read it to you guys, get your opinion. Ziller's thinking this when it comes to the broadcasts. Peacock/NBC's presentation of the NBA this season is seamless and earns plaudits, so people are going to like it. Amazon Prime set up. They try to capture a bit of the TNT energy, but it's uneven. And the ESPN presentation is pretty similar to before, but Legler basically replicating Doris Burke's style on the top crew. The Inside the NBA Gambit on ESPN turns into the inside guys trying to see what they can get away with in the House of the Mouse. I love that last part from Ziller. Is that where it's going to head with those guys?
Oh, yeah.
See what they can get away with saying and doing.
How willing are you to make it like it was at Turner Sports? And how okay with the Charles Barkley trashing your executives are you?
Yeah.
Because he is gonna say stuff.
I can't wait for that.
How early does Chuck call it TNT? Like,
oh God.
Immediately? I mean, he's been working there for 30 years.
Like so quickly are going to be like, what's different? Yeah, it's the same people here, same makeup. We're in the same studio. Like, yeah. I'm fascinated to see how much Ernie does try to reel them in when they start going with the who cares we work at ESPN sort of vibe. Like, I don't know. Ernie could also be team who gives a damn, or sometimes he like tries to keep control a little bit.
Yeah.
Can't wait to find out.
Yeah. Can't wait. Charles is going to go from, I don't think we can work at ESPN. I mean, I want to be able to say what I want, to probably saying the same thing.
No probably.
I don't think he reigns it.
No probably about it. He's going to say whatever he wants, and that's why we love him. Okay, the 80th NBA season tips off tonight. We got the doubleheader. It's the Rockets versus the Thunder, followed by the Warriors versus the Lakers. We're getting the NBA on NBC, and that theme song, Round Ball Rock, for the first time in more than 2 decades, at least. I mean, we've heard it, but obviously in real games here. I wonder if we get that intro part into the Round Ball Rock.
Yeah, how are they gonna do it? We're all listening.
Yeah, we're gonna be tuned in tonight to these preseason shows. I guess that start at 7:30, maybe 7. I don't know. But we have Pick'em. It's back.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
we're doing a Pick'em payoff. Short month here for October. We got basically less than 2 weeks. We're picking games from, and we've already decided what it's going to be. Short month, Troll Man. Whoever finishes last in our October Pick'em battle here, when it comes to picking games every night, is going to have to co-host the show from underneath the table, dressed as a troll.
It's a short month Troll Man situation, of course.
Yes, everybody knows that. Short month Troll Man. So that's what's at stake.
Yeah, I've done it before. I mean, in a different way. Yes. So it feels like with my pick here on the first game that it's destined to happen one more time. So the 2 games,
we're all 0-0.
I know, but I'm the only one taking the Lakers at home against Golden State Warriors. I picked that game because I thought it was a little bit more interesting than the Rockets visiting the Thunder with a 7-point spread. The Lakers at home to the Golden State Warriors. No LeBron, obviously. They're a slight dog, plus 2.5 via FanDuel. I'm the only one taking the Lakers.
Okay.
It's essentially, the Lakers are going to take care of business at home. I just feel like that's the biggest thing that they're playing for. They're playing for the home court in the home opener. Can they do it without LeBron? I feel like it.
Look, now more than ever, you're going to want to get off to a quick start here and pick them.
Yeah, there's only 9
tough
nights.
to come back once you get down 2 or 3 games.
Exactly.
So it's a big one. It's a big game with Troll Man on the line. What type of Troll Man are we going for with the costume? Are we going like the old 90s doll troll?
Like or puffy hair, straight up hair,
or are we going more like a storybook troll that lives under the bridge and steals your shoes and stuff?
I think fairy tale is the way to go. I'm a little worried about the camera getting troll hair under the table. Right. Whether it'll be visible, but maybe I'm just reaching here. Okay. I mean, The troll under the bridge. What are we dressing him like?
Well, that's what I mean. It's
I feel like
dirty,
it's
I think.
uglier. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to dress.
Yeah, the troll, the toy troll was
easier.
actually sort of cute, right? Colorful.
Yeah.
Definitely colorful.
Yeah, but you're a troll.
What do you say,
troll
JD?
Man. Yeah, what do you want,
Well,
JD?
maybe a bit of both, like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Super troll.
Yeah, like you got the hair, but you also got the griminess, ugliness of a troll under the bridge. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And
True troll.
And I think it's fair for that one episode when whoever is doing the troll man, like the other guys could be mean to the troll.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
sort of like kick them and
Yeah. Yeah, the troll
disparage
could
him.
be asking for like passwords and stuff to continue talking or something. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, good.
don't trolls do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, like the Three Billy Goats Gruff. They go, you want to pass the bridge, you got to say the password. You gotta solve a riddle or something. I don't know. I'm not really well
But
versed
that's
in
the
trolls.
troll's oddly in control of that situation.
Yeah. We need the troll that has to be punished. So.
Yeah.
Great point.
Kick
Great
the troll.
I like just kick the troll.
The troll.
Dumb point.
I like a troll.
All right.
Wear your dirtiest socks. You know what I mean?
Oh, for the guys that don't lose, you're saying.
Yeah.
And eat a bunch of beans.
Yeah.
The night
Yeah,
before.
exactly. Farts and feet.
All right. Fantastic.
So tune in early November. Going to be a weird show.
Absolutely. All right. Enjoy the games tonight. Super excited to have real NBA basketball back in our lives. We got the doubleheader. So we got the ring ceremony there in OKC. We got this new presentation from NBC. We got lots to talk about on tomorrow's show. Hopefully you'll join us live at 10 a.m. Eastern here on YouTube. Obviously flipped into a podcast. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. And until tomorrow, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, Stephon Castle is only the second Stephon in NBA history to Stephon
Marbury.
Yeah, of course. Will he be better than Stephon Marbury? We don't have to compare. We don't have to compare, but I do feel like it's a good question. Should you call him Stephon or Steph?
We never called him Steph Marbury. Very rare.
No.
Very rare.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, let us know. Brace the day, people.